All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down and rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, the C hip is nearer than we believe. Alright, and what made me want to do this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai was this article that I came across, which I just did a simple Google search for CBDCs. Alright, a Google search for CBDCs. Alright, and this article right here popped up, which it has a little dust on it. It was put up in 2021. Alright, and it says Atlantic Council Central Bank Digital Currency Tracker. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, brothers, elders and brothers have done, videos, and I've done videos also through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, speaking about how many countries or nations out there have adopted CBDC or are exploring a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, which is code word for the CHIP, all right, the Karagma, the fulfillment of Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17, all right. And this again was put up in 2021, conveniently when around the time when Esau first started administrating the knockout punch, the jab, all right, which like Elder Tahar said, that was a test run to see if the people's backs against the wall, if their life is threatened. When I say life is threatened, meaning they could lose their job or be suspended from work without pay or, something like that. What would people be willing to do? All right. And again, that was a test run. The C hip, not the C hip, but the jab was a test run. All right, to see what the people would do, and we saw what the people chose to do. A majority of people chose to do. They chose to take it because, like the scriptures say, the scripture speaks about Salakia, people seeking to save their lives, meaning they're willing to do whatever they got to do to keep a certain lifestyle going, to keep on keeping on here in Babylon the Great, which that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be, if you're an Israelite, so-called Black, Latino, and Native and Seminole Indian, to see this place destroyed, not to see this place, not to try to prosper in this place or see this place carry on. All right. So again, it's just convenient that they real deal started talking about or pushing CBDCs, which they've been talking about it before that, 2021, but it really started picking up around the time the jab came out or whatever. So it says, what is the central bank digital currency? CBDCs. A CBDC is a virtual money back issued by the central banks as cryptocurrencies, stable coins, which all those, cryptocurrencies and all that, stable coins, whatever, Ripple, what have you. In order to use those things in the future, you're going to have the C-HIP. If you don't have the C-HIP, you won't be able to use any of those things. Which, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I've done videos showing that people that are invested in Bitcoin or have Bitcoin, they took the Karama. They implanted a C-HIP. They implanted a chip under their skin in order to use their Bitcoin, and that's what you're gonna have to do because the whole system is going digital. All right. So that's the whole rhyme and reason behind this CBDC thing. All right. It says the world central banks have realized that they need to provide an alternative. What's an alternative for what? Physical cash. All right, which that's going to be the goal. They're going to push physical cash out of the way. All paper money, debit cards, credit cards, even gold and silver out of the way. And in order for you to buy and sell things, you're going to have the microchip or let the future of money pass by them. And this shows right here, and again, this was in 2021. Now it's a lot more. All right, they have either adopted it or still looking into it. All right, you look at the map. It shows 11 have launches, 21 pilot, 33 developing, 46 are researching it, 16 are inactive, and 2 have canceled. All right, so the majority of the world, the majority of these nations out here have pretty much accepted it. It says 130 countries representing 90% of the global GDP are exploring a CBDC in May of 2020. And again, this article was put up in 2021. So we're in 2024 now. Hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right, and all these nations out there are ready to push the Karagama. All right, even if it's by another name, rather they're Ripple partners. Like for example, all the BRIC nations, they're all Ripple partners. They all deal in Ripple. All right, with a digital currency. So it shows that all these nations are on the same page. They're all moving towards a central bank digital currency. Rather it's Ripple, uh, the Fed coin, or whatever, digital euro, digital peso, whatever. It's all going digital. And the end goal of that is to have people embedded with the Karagma. All right. It says 130 countries representing 90% of the global GDP are exploring a CBDC in May of 2020. Again, the crazy, right around the time the jab came out. All right. Because again, that was all the test run. Only 35 countries were considering a CBDC. A new high of 64 countries are in an advanced phase of its exploration. Exploration, so like it, develop, pilot, or launching. 19 of the GDP countries are now in. Again, 19 of the G20 countries are now in the advanced stages of a CBDC development. Of those 9 countries are already in pilot. Nearly every G20 country has made significant progress investing new resources in their projects over the past 6 months. 11 countries have fully launched a digital currency. All right, so China piloting with the currently uh, reaches 260 million people in testing in over 200 scenarios, some of which include public transit, stimulus payments, and e-commerce. The European Central Bank is on track to begin its pilot for the digital euro. The U.S. progress is on the retail CBDC as stalled, which FedCoin or whatever. The U.S. is, however, moving from on a wholesale back CBDC since Russia invasion of Ukraine, and the G7 sanctions response wholesale CBDC development have doubled. And again, they got the FedCoin thing pumping now. All right, I think it was like last year sometime they officially launched the FedCoin. So all these nations are going digital. All right, and again, it's showing you, this is a good chart right here. From April 2021 to December 21 to 2022, which right now we're in 2024. So let's see. I'm pretty sure all the brothers out there remember at the World Government Summit, that lady Pepe, whatever her name is, said that yeah, we're the whole world is moving towards digital money, blockchain. With blockchain, crypto, Ripple, whatever you want to call it, in order for you to use those payment systems, you're gonna have to have the Karagma. All right, there's no way around it. That the scriptures tell us. Satan, man, Salaki brothers. Okay, let's get a couple of scriptures and we'll close it up. Like the title of the lesson is, our salvation. Salaki, the Karagma is nearer than we believe, because which I used through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the book of Romans, the 13th chapter and the 11th verse, and we'll just add it to see here. Because in order for us to have salvation or get salvation, or for salvation to come, the Karagma has to come first. All right, so if the Lord said our salvation is nearer than we believe, then the Karagma has to be nearer than we believe, and we believe that it's close. All right, this is Romans chapter 13. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, and it's been time to awake out of sleep. Um, Yemen or whatever, they just bombed a U.S. or shot missiles on a U.S. cargo ship. All right, so the third wars, the uh, uh, the wars and rumors of wars is escalating. All right, um, and Iraq just attacked. Iran just attacked somebody. I think it was Iraq. They attacked somebody. All right, so this thing is escalating. And remember the other day, Babylon and the UK bombed um uh Yemen or whatever. All right, so this thing is escalating. All right, Babylon is full force involved in that conflict in the Middle East right now, which that's wars and rumors of wars. All right, all leading up to the Third World War. But the Third World War can't fully take place until the Charagma has been made mandatory. All right, so it's time that we gotta sleep. You so-called Negroes, Native and Seminole Indians, and Latinos, it's time for you to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So if our salvation is near than we believe, then the Charagma has to be nearer than we believe. Because again, until the Charagma comes, we can't get salvation. This Charagma has to come first, or the Sihib has to come first, and then that's when we receive salvation. After that, after the Sihib comes to pass, the Third World War is to come to pass, and that's when the Lord's elect, Aparatazal, the brothers out there pushing to myself, or that number will receive salvation. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Right, so the Lord said the day is at hand, so the Charagma is close, man. The fulfillment of Revelation chapter 13, verses 16 and 17 is close. All right, this Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the Charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. And again, CBDCs or whatever Esau tries to call it, all those things, not titles, but CBDCs, Bitcoin, Ripple, Fedcoin, Euro, digital ruble, digital yuan, digital peso, whatever you want to call it. In order to use those things, you're gonna have the CBDC system. In order for you to use it, you're gonna have to have the Charagma. That's why all these nations are adopting the uh the CBDC, some form of a CBDC currency. All right, because that's fulfills prophecy. Because the Lord said He calls them all. That's everywhere, all throughout the all throughout all these continents, all throughout the globe. It's going to be made mandatory, especially here in America, Babylon the Great. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that have the Charagma or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't have that C-hip in you, you ain't buying and selling nothing. All right. So all these dudes out here, these financial experts, you can. There's no way to survive. There's no way to get around it. The Lord said He calls them all. So if you ain't got it, and it's like the Lord said He could, and that no man might buy or sell. So if you don't have it, you ain't buying and selling nothing. And that's where faith comes in. You gotta have faith that Yahweh Shai is going to protect you and your family. All right, from these said perils. So the Lord said His servants are going to eat. So you got to believe that. It's just that you will eat. The Lord will allow you and your loved ones to eat when that day comes. The Lord will make a way for you. And you got to believe that. And the Lord said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. So even if it costs you your life, you can't take that C-hip. You got to pray to the Lord that He keeps that attitude, that spirit on you to say, if Esau, if His New World Order, if the Charagma, if all of that, man. And do whatever you got to do, devil. All right, Satan, Esau, Edom. All right. But it's coming, man. And again, the proof is the CBDC system is online, man. It's been online. And all these countries are talking about, and all these world government summits, and now you got you had the UN meeting the other day. I think it was yesterday. Now you got the WEF forum, you know, and all that other crap. What do you think they're talking about? What they've been talking about? Fulfilling this agenda, fulfilling their belly, which is to have the majority of the world take the C-hip and get up under this digital money system, which Nick Rockefeller told Aaron Russo that's their goal. That's the end goal. All right, straight out the devil's mouth. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers. It pushes truth to sincerity. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.